Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon, not here with Geeky Sparkles in this video, but she will return later. We're going to talk about Woody Harrelson and Saturday Night Live. If you missed his monologue, would be last night. He went into a topic you're not allowed to talk about. He had to be careful, careful. Yeah, so he went into what the media is calling a conspiracy theory. And, the funny thing is this is not the first time SNL has waded into these waters. You just haven't been paying attention. But of course, they're going to try to cancel Woody Harrelson for this when SNL has actually been dunking on the mandates and the vaccines for at least a year now. I think it's been a year. Again, cite some examples. Before you get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants, guys. Over 296, almost 300,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. Please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants. We're getting close to 300,000. Still not sure what we're going to do yet. We're talking about it, but we'll come up with something, right? So, SNL keeps rocking the boat here. They had Elon Musk on before. They've had some other controversial people on before. They had Woody Harrelson, who I didn't think was really that controversial. But apparently you're not even allowed to give lukewarm takes on anything related to Pfizer or mandates or the vaccine. This is coming from the New York Post. Now, if you haven't seen his monologue, go out and find it. I'm not going to run it because I know I'll probably get demonetized because, that's how it works. NBC Universal, they don't like it. They want you to watch it on their channel, even though it's got a big disclaimer on it. Misinformation disclaimer. But basically, he was dunking on the media working with a big drug cartel to block out any information about said drug and to force people to take said drug by locking them in their houses. That's the gist of it. And that did not set well with the media that he was actually roasting, of course. Lots of headlines. Oh my God, Woody Harrelson's an anti-vaxxer and all that jazz. Coming from the New York Post, Woody Harrelson slammed for stupidity, in quotes, after backing COVID-19 conspiracy theory. Woody Harrelson is coming under fire for sharing a coronavirus vaccine conspiracy during this weekend's episode of SNL. It was a joke. It was meant to be a joke, kind of. But SNL has dunked on the mandates before, and I'm going to talk about that. Harrelson, 61, who hosted the show, made the statement during his opening monologue. It was his 5th time as SNL host. He began to share a story with the audience about the craziest script he ever read before the COVID-19 pandemic, but got distracted by mentioning a lot of other details like smoking weed and what kind of tree he was sitting under. So the movie goes like this, he said. The biggest drug cartels in the world get together and buy up all the media and all the politicians and force all the people in the world to stay locked in their homes. And people can only come out if they take the cartel's drugs and keep taking them over and over again. He continued, I threw the script away. I mean, who was going to believe that crazy idea? Being forced to do drugs? I do that voluntarily all day long. The Post reached out to Harrelson's rep and SNL for clarification. After his monologue, many viewers took to social media to blast him for the quote-unquote joke. I just read Woody Harrelson's monologue. I didn't watch it. I read it. One person tweeted, I guess I'm not a good sport anymore because I don't find anti-vax jokes funny. Well, we lost a good chunk of America due to stupid people spreading it to others. Another agreed. Woody Harrelson and SNL. Whenever anyone spews anti-vax stupidity, I always think of the countless videos of traumatized, crying doctors, nurses, and hospital workers. It's too soon. Someone else joked on Twitter, it looks like Woody Harrelson announced his retirement last night. Well, I don't know. Fran Drescher said that the mandates need to be rolled back, and she's in charge of the SAG-AFTRA. I think it's SAG-AFTRA, isn't it? She's the actors union. Yeah, she's in charge of it. So she said, hey, it's time to roll the mandates back. Others praised him for the rant, including Twitter's owner, Elon Musk, also problematic, also a former SNL host, also making the media very angry. He retweeted Harrelson's monologue. He wrote in response to the Post, so based, nice work, NBC SNL. He would know. He knows some of the people. And maybe it's his fault. Maybe he went over there and he contaminated Saturday Night Live. So singer 5 times August tweeted in his defense saying Woody Harrelson just told the entire country on live TV Exactly what happened over the last 3 years, and people are still like, yeah, right, never going to happen. That's a conspiracy theory. So yeah, he's espoused controversial views before. But what's interesting about this to me is the media reaction, and also the fact that this is hardly the first time that SNL has waded into these waters. In fact, it's been about a year or two since this gem right here, the COVID dinner discussion, where Kate McKinnon's character is having questions about vaccines, vaccine mandates, and being locked in the house and all of that jazz. And she is being told to be careful, that you can't say anything about it. And she has to be very careful how she phrases it. She's like, well, even though I personally am for it, I can see where others might be against it, or other people have questions, and they're like, careful. And of course, the dinner party doesn't go very well because everybody gets freaking bent out of shape about her even implying that maybe things went too far. Maybe there are some questions to be had. And this was like a year or two ago. And remember, it was about a year or two ago that they had Elon Musk on as host. It's all his fault. I blame him. But the interesting thing is, all the media outlets in lockstep are all over it. Here we go. Woody Harrelson, the biggest drug cartels in the world get together and buy up the media. Rolling Stone, Woody Harrelson spreads anti-vax conspiracy. We got Daily Beast, Woody Harrelson spews anti-vax conspiracy. Huffington Post, Woody Harrelson rambles about weed and anti-vax conspiracy. Woody Harrelson's Saturday Night Live monologue makes COVID conspiracy jokes variety. Yeah, they're all in lockstep. Waiting to pounce, guys. Waiting to pounce. Let's see what the actual comments on the video clip, which is out on Twitter, by the way. What on earth was this nonsense? It's called Truth. Elon Musk said, good one. Good one, NBC SNL. Takes guts to do this in this industry. Bravo, Woody Harrelson. SNL allowing this movie plot is all you need to know about the unstoppable shift against the mandates. Well done, Woody. This is true. It's over, guys. Everybody's over it. Everybody's over it. The people who are having a problem have not moved on. This monologue was crap. I looked Woody Harrelson, but this is boring. Just keep taking your medicine from the good government. This guy didn't play along with the theater, and praise for those who did or had no choice. Yeah, so it's going to become a very polarizing skit. Today, we're waking up to see who's in the pockets of Big Pharma. Well, there it is, guys. You're not allowed to criticize. You're not allowed to even say anything about Pfizer as a company. Because if you say anything about Pfizer, look at what happened to Zachary Levi. He was criticizing Pfizer. Freaking Bernie Sanders was criticizing Pfizer, and you had to be canceled because you were part of the conspiracy. So, there are going to be some people that hold on to this for years to come. And again, I'm not making light of the pandemic. I know people died. I actually know people who did die during the pandemic, and but I think people are ready to move on to whatever the next step is. They've been ready. It's just that there are certain people that have certain financial incentives to not let us move on or make our own choices. So I'm going to wrap this up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.